Yo guys, what is up? It is Alex or Black Eye here, and this is just going to be a different kind of video. I just got a burst of motivation to make a random ass video, but today we're going to be going over the Smite developer commands. And before I go any further, these are not hacks. These are just specific commands that only Smite developers can use, and this is solely to help them test certain things throughout the game. So I asked my friend Lermy if she wanted to showcase some of them on stream, and I thought I'd make a video summarizing exactly what she could do with them. They're going to start off pretty basic stuff, but throughout the video they're going to get progressively cooler and more chaotic, I might say. So the first one is fairly simple. If you look closely, you can see she's just changing her level to whatever she wants. I asked if she could go over level 20 or under level 1, and she could not, which was unfortunate. Then she made her cooldowns practically 0. You can do this in match of the day, but devs can just do it whenever they want, so that was fun. The next one is invincibility, which is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. Can just make herself invincible. So next she can change her stats to pretty much whatever she wants, and the most fun one in my opinion was movement speed. Holy shit. You're fucking zooming. And if you see anyone in your game zooming like this, that isn't a developer, make sure you send in a support ticket. I'm gonna run as a flash, to be the leader. So as I said, she can make her stats whatever she wants, so that means she can give herself like a trillion power. I asked if she could go above 2.5 attack speed, but it was just hard capped there. Unlucky. Now this is when it starts getting fun. So devs can fly, or something, or a pole or something.
It's time to sprout my wings and fly.
Seeing her fly on Jormungandr was pretty fucking comical. So Lermy just started flying around the jungle practice and was showing off some pretty cool stuff. I had to have her share her stream in Discord, and she was just showing us pretty much the cool stuff that normal players can't get to, such as behind the gates by the Odin bots and way back towards the volcano behind Fire Giant. And also when she's in this flying state, she has no collision. So that means she can walk through walls, go under the floor. I can't hit her, I can't CC her, I can't do anything. But for some reason, she could still hit me, which I thought wasn't that fair. Behind the volcano, there were some broken up god statues, which I thought was pretty cool. And then behind the Odin cage, or behind the gate in the Odin cage, was just this little temple thing. I'm not exactly sure, but the textures weren't really finished, and I'm assuming that's just because nobody could really access it. But it was still cool to look at regardless. This next one might be hard to notice, but I was with a friend, and we went into a custom assault without Lermy, and she was able to force herself into the game even though we didn't make the lobby with her. Lermy can spawn pretty much an unlimited amount of bots, but as there are more bots in the game, the laggier it gets, so there is kind of a cap on how many can spawn, which we will showcase later, but this makes for some pretty janky stuff, such as 8 people new wall ults and whatnot. And then we just started dicking around with them. Now this one might be difficult to notice, but she can essentially just force games to surrender. So she can force one team to surrender. And of course she made my team surrender so that I would lose and she would win. She can also speed the game up or slow the game down. So in this clip, for every 1 second that passes in real time, 4 seconds pass in game time. This isn't video edited. You can kind of notice in the top with the timer, it's not going up by 1 second. It's sporadically going up by like 2, 3, 4, or 5 seconds every half second or every second. So this next one is pretty funny. She can turn herself into jungle bosses. Well, some jungle bosses. In this clip, she's the Fire Giant, but for some reason, she's invisible. And if you look closely, her title above the health bar says font color, a bunch of characters, high res, and then a bunch of other characters, which I thought was funny. She can also use the Rift ability as the Fire Giant and knock people up, but she cannot use the little magma ball thingies. I asked if she could turn into Apophis, and it crashed her game.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
Where'd you go?
Oh no.
I miss
the game,
you.
I wonder.
I miss you. Please come back.
And then I also asked if she could turn into like Gold Fury, but I don't think she could. This next one you might see if you watch the patch. This next one you might see often if you've been on the. This next one you might see often if you watch the patch. This next one you might see often if you watch the patch notes show. Holy fuck, I did it. But this is the showcase command where it essentially makes her camera detached from the god's body, and then she can move around, and again, this just makes it a lot easier to showcase new gods when they're on the patch notes show. And at this point, we had pretty much run out of ideas, and we just started spawning a fuck ton of bots and making them do funny shit.
This guy?
Okay, sick. Well, that's easy to see. You're
Dropping them
You're
down on
just
the
airdropping them. Where are we landing, boys?
We eventually spawned so many that it crashed the game.
Yeah, I've definitely crashed.
Well, you've been overwhelmed by Cthulhu's today, and I guess a couple of Shivas.
That has been my favorite thing. I'm so excited.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I know this was super random, but again, I just got a random burst of motivation to make a YouTube video. I did this live on my Twitch, twitch.tv/thebeatguy. So go there if you want to watch live content. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you, Lermy, for helping me out with this, and have a good day, everybody.